Hey Pop-Tarts, do you want to make something new with me? Okay, come on. So this is new-ish. I actually created this cookie I'm going to share with you for my wholesale customer, and she is going to use them at Bacon Fest to make an ice cream sandwich. This is a maple pecan bacon cookie. Do not knock it till you try it. All right, I'm making a bigger batch than you, but I will say and put on the screen what you need for a single batch. Ready? In your mixer bowl, you need 1 stick of unsalted butter, 3/4 of a cup brown sugar, 1/4 of a cup white sugar. So that is a total then of 1 cup of sugar. Get that in and moving around. I'm going to do them like crumble cookie style with a little bit of maple buttercream and a little drizzle of maple syrup on top. Trust me, I've tried it. It's spectacular. All right, time for eggs. You need 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. So these cookies, this I actually adapted from a recipe I already use for my wholesale customer. These are going to be chewier, and I'm going to show you something. We're going to do something different with baking. So these are different than like your regular cookie. They're going to have a different texture, and I think that's what makes them so good. Okay, eggs are in. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1.5 teaspoons of maple extract. McCormick makes one. If you do not have maple extract, you could do a tablespoon of pure maple syrup. But you don't want that fake, you want the real deal. It might sound like a lot, but this is going to give the whole cookie that flavor, because then we're going to fill it with all of those mix-ins. Okay, you need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and get that incorporated. Time to add our flour. You're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I like to put that in and get that well incorporated, and then we will add our mix-ins, which is the good stuff. All right, here it is. Let's add it. You will need 3/4 of a cup finely chopped pecans. I just buy whole pecans, well, the pecan halves, and give them a good chop. You want the pieces to be, you know, like the size of a chocolate chip, so that they're easy to get incorporated and eat. And then you decide how many pieces of bacon you want to do. I'm doing, well, mine's a double, but for you, I would say 6 slices of cooked bacon. And now we're going to get this all in. Now I'm going to add candied bacon on top of the ones I put icing on. Yeah, it's going to be bomb. Okay, that's all in and mixing. I'll show you what the dough looks like before we pop it in the fridge to chill. Now I have pulled it off the mixer and I'm hand mixing it. I'm kneading it like bread dough, because you want to get those pieces of bacon and pecans really well incorporated so you don't get a cookie that's just nuts or a cookie that has neither. You want a cookie that has both. You can see the bacon pieces. You can see the pecan pieces. Now I'm going to wrap this in plastic wrap, and I'm going to pop this in the fridge. Whenever you want, you can pull it out, bake them off. I do the baking method that I do for chocolate chip cookies though. So these are I'm going to pop them in the freezer once I have them made out into cookies before I bake them for about 5 minutes. I want that dough really cold, and then I bake these for 15 minutes at 350. But don't worry, I'll show you everything. Okay, I just had to show you before it goes in the fridge. Look at all of that. Oh, these are so good. So here they are out of the oven. You can see the sea salt on top. But this is what I did for my client when they were for ice cream sandwiches, and I'm doing it again because it alters the texture in the best way. They're hot. Squishing them down. Making them flat. This is going to make the cookie chewier. This is what I have discovered with this recipe I made. Like, look at that. Oh, I wish you could smell these. And then I will let them cool fully on the tray. And then we will top them with maple buttercream and candied bacon, which I have already done. But like, man, I hope people love these as much as me and my taste testers. Here it is. So the cookie itself is maple pecan bacon. You've got sea salt on top, a light maple buttercream. I kept it as thin a layer as possible because I don't want it to be overly sweet, with candied salty bacon on top. That's what she looks like. Now, I'm going to break one open for you so that you can see what the whole thing looks like, and we're going to try it. That's right. This fatty is about to eat on camera. Okay, here is one that I felt was not as perfect, so I didn't want to sell it. So we can break this open. Let me like push the bacon down more and try it and see the inside. Woo! All right, so let's move the bacon to the end, but look at that cookie. All right, now we're gonna try it all in one bite. Here we go. It's definitely not too sweet. I know that people are gonna fight me on that. They're gonna assume, thanks to Crumble Cookie, that a cookie with icing is too sweet. I actually think it's really well balanced, which is super important to me. Oh, I just got like a hit of the bacon in it. Oh, that is next level. My gosh, I hope people like these. I think they look beautiful and I think they're different. And I'm always trying to try new things and set myself apart. And I think the maple pecan bacon iced cookie might just be what does it. Let me know what you think in the comments.